Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Eric Stickles or Miss Stickles, one teacher, two cats, because I am one teacher and I have two fur babies who are cats. That's where the channel came from, just FYI. So, if you are new here, I am a teacher. Now, if you have watched my videos prior, you knew that I was searching for a job, but then I kind of just stopped doing YouTube and I didn't really tell you guys what had happened. My bad. Things were just kind of crazy. Things happened really fast, and I didn't know how I felt about YouTube with my new job, and I didn't know how they would feel if they found out that I had a YouTube channel, so I just didn't do it. But now that I've been in this school for like a year, I know that even if they found my YouTube channel, they love me, I love them, it's a great school, and we're actually focused on the arts, so this is my art form. Anyway, here's the story. We moved down to California 2 years ago as of this coming August, so however many months that is. I don't know. My teacher brain is not working anymore. Anyway, however many months ago that was. The first year I tried to get a job down here, but I had been applying elsewhere for many reasons, detailed in other videos. And so I didn't apply to jobs in California, which you're probably like, oh, that was stupid. Go check out some of my other videos. I'll explain the whole dealio. Anyways, I couldn't teach the first year, did other weird jobs. Now this last summer rolled around and I was applying. Nobody stinking wanted me, which was kind of breaking my heart because when I had been applying to jobs in Washington State and the state of Nevada, I had gotten jobs in both of them and I had other people offering me jobs too. And then I come down to California and I'm applying and nobody wants me, which I think is because California has really weirdly strict / odd guidelines for becoming a teacher. And so I didn't look very impressive, whereas in Washington, I look amazing on paper. California, I look very basic on paper. So I get it. Everybody was like, we don't know about you. I understood, but it was so frustrating. Anyways, I continued on with my summer job that I do during the summers, and that requires me to travel a lot, but I was still applying every single day to every new job that popped up. And then I saw one for a school district that was quite a ways away from where I live. Granted, I had slowly been broadening my search region, with traffic included. So the only reason I applied to this district is because, yes, it was 45 minutes away, but there would never be any traffic because I'm going exactly opposite of traffic both directions. Hallelujah. Amen. That's a blessing. Whereas if I went the other direction, even like 10 miles, it would have been 45 minutes. Versus my drive now, which is 50 miles each direction, I know, cray, worth it, is only 45 minutes. So I had a very lopsided search range. But anyway, I applied just on a whim, and I was like, sure, you know what? It was like almost the end of July, and I knew schools in California were starting in like 3 weeks, and I was like, well, crud. I'm not going to be able to teach again. And that last year sucked. Like, I wanted to be teaching. I did not come to California to be delivering groceries and walking dogs. Not that I don't like walking dogs, but I prefer teaching. So I applied. I'm throwing out everything I can. And then I get an email. Mind you, I am currently traveling for work, and I am in Gillette, Wyoming at the end of July on a 2-week job there, and it's the beginning of our 2nd week there. And I get an email from this district that I applied to, and they're like, hey, we're doing interviews this Friday. Be there or don't. Go sign up if you want to. And I was like, I don't have a choice, you know? It's not like they called me and were like, hey, when can you come in? No, it was, hey, we're doing it on Friday. Come in or don't. And I was like, I need a job. So I had to leave my other job a day early, fly home, drive home. It was a mess because we were in Gillette, Wyoming. Coming to California from Gillette, Wyoming is not just one flight. Yeah, it was 2, I think. And so anyway, I came home a day early, got ready the night before. I just realized I actually wore this top to my interview. Now, looking back on this, it's hilarious. But I got there, and I always get to places super early, about 45 minutes early, especially for like an interview, because I want to go over my answers in the car, check my makeup, chill, take a breather, use the restroom beforehand, all of those types of things, just to make myself more relaxed. So I showed up about 45 minutes early, and then I went in about 20 minutes early because I still wanted to be early, but I also wanted to go use the restroom, and I didn't want there to be any like, oh, she's in the restroom still, we're waiting on her. So I went in like 20 minutes before, gave them my name. They're like, oh, good, we're glad you're here. We're running a little behind. So I was like, no sweat, don't mind it, it's fine. Pretty soon after I got there, they did call my name, which I was like, oh, I thought they were running behind. There was like 4 other people in the kind of waiting room, and I was like, wow, okay. I didn't even realize this at the time. Well, I think I did. I walk in. It's an assistant superintendent and a principal of a school. And they introduce themselves. I'm like, oh, hey, hi, my name's Eric Stickles. Hello. And they were like, oh, how was your drive? Was there a lot of traffic? And I was like, oh, no, traffic was fine. It was great. Clue number 1. Went right over my head. Oh, yeah, because we were worried you weren't going to show up. I'm thinking, I didn't say this, but I gave them a little look of confusion. They were like, yeah, because we had you down for an hour ago. My heart sank. Nobody on the planet Earth wants to start a job interview with, oh yeah, we had you down for an hour ago, which means you're an hour late. What? Now at the time, I thought, oh my gosh, Erica, you just screwed this up because you slept in an hour late or whatever and just showed up an hour late. I really did. That's what I thought. And that's basically, kind of what happened. There's a reason, I'll tell you later. And so I'm starting this interview, and I'm like, this is like my last chance at getting a job this year, and I'm an hour late. Although, to be fair, I was actually like half an hour late because of how early I'd gotten there and gone in. Like, they called me, and I was like half an hour late, and they were running behind, so it kind of worked out in my favor. Anyway, I do the interview. I think it's going pretty well. However, I remember how it started, and I'm like, there's no way I'm getting this job. There's like 6 other people in the waiting room. Turns out they needed a lot of people because school is starting very soon. And I get to the end of the interview, and to my surprise and absolute joy, they're like, we would love to have you. And I was like, what? Me? I was an hour late? Really? Me? And they're like, yeah, we'd love to have you. Here is our job offer for you. It would be I think they said between 4th and 6th grade, probably, because I was being hired technically for a pool of jobs. So it was like between 4th and 6th grade. They couldn't tell me, what site, obviously. And I was like, they were like, take it home, think it over, and then sign it and bring it back. Now, 1, I wanted a job no matter what grade it was because I needed a job. 2, I just wanted to teach. And 3, I didn't really want to drive back up there just for funsies to drop off 1 paper. So I said, not to seem like too crazy overeager, which I don't think they cared. I said, can I just sign it now? And they're like, yeah, of course. And they gave me my pen, and I signed my name. And that's the story of how I got a job. Now back to me being an hour late. When they sent that initial email about having interviews, they had us sign up for a time slot on Google Calendar. Well, Google, being, on the internet, is not like a set time zone calendar, so it was in Gillette, Wyoming times that I had scheduled, which are an hour different. So I scheduled for their middle time slot, which was like 10 o'clock, from my point of view, being in Gillette when I signed up for it, but was really in California a 9 a.m. time slot. That is why I was late, which I actually told my principal later on, who, by the way, was the principal in that meeting. She actually decided that she wanted me for her school. So, anywho, we laugh now. Thank goodness. They're very sweet ladies. It was great after I got to know them. But oh man, when they said, "Oh, you're late," I was like, oh. But I got a job. I ended up actually in second grade at an amazing school. It's one of the greatest jobs, positions, schools that I could have possibly imagined that I didn't even imagine for myself. It's at an art-focused parent choice school, so we have a very wide, deep focus on the arts in everything that we do, which is great. I get to teach 2 electives. I teach STEM and basic art. Never thought I'd be doing that. It's great. So if you want to know more about my job, then you better keep watching these videos, because I will be posting videos nonstop once a week about my teaching job, what it looks like during distance learning, what I'm doing to prepare for next year. Next week, on Tuesday, I'm actually going to go into my classroom and start rearranging for next year and trying out layouts. Stick around if you want to see that. My plans. I have a huge stack of lamination that I can show you, because I may have bought some new kind of curriculum bits and pieces that I'm going to be using. What I'm doing for classroom management. Everything teaching related, how I got the job, what I said in my interview, if I remember. All those kinds of videos I am going to be bringing to you on this channel once a week. So I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. Give it a like if you want to, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!